Hello students, a very warm welcome to your English class. Well, the today's video is on framing questions and answers. Students, by the end of this video, you will be able to answer questions and frame questions to given answers. Remember, questions are an important part of learning. Asking questions would help to motivate curiosity about the topic. It would help to assess the understanding of the material, and answering to a question would help to express yourself. Answering questions. Answers to a statement can be of two types. There are some answers that are given in yes or no. There are other answers which tells us about what happened, where happened, when happened, why happened, etc. Yes and no questions. These questions begin with the helping verb. For example, did your brother borrow money from bank? Students, there are four possible answers to the question. Yes, my brother borrowed money from the bank. No, my brother did not borrow money from the bank. Yes, he borrowed money from the bank. No, he did not borrow money from the bank. Here we have changed the noun brother to pronoun he. It is a formal language. Students, these answers are formal and very unnatural. Let us have a look at the third answer. Yes, he borrowed it. No, he didn't borrow it. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Students, here we have changed noun money into pronoun. So, our answers are in shortened form and seem to be natural and common. In conversational language, short answers are preferred to complete sentences. Now let us take up few more examples where we give answers in shortened form. Has he a small house? Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. Students, remember, if we are using no, we will add not with the helping verb. Similarly, we will make necessary changes in the next example. Have you read this novel? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Here also with no, we added not with the helping verb. Students, keep in mind, if we are answering in affirmative, we will use yes. If we are answering in negative, we will use no with the negative contraction of the helping verb. For example, didn't, can't, won't, hasn't, wasn't. Let's proceed further. Questions beginning with WH words. Which, what, when, where, whose, whom, why, and how. Let us take few examples. Who conquered Mount Everest first? Here we can either say Tenzing conquered Mount Everest first or Tenzing did. The question was in simple past tense, so we used the helping verb did. Let us have another example. Which two girls performed the best? Meena and Reena did. Students, the question here was in simple past tense, so we used did instead of Meena and Reena performed the best. Let us have another example. how much of it was done? The natural and common way of expressing would be, yes students, half of it was, instead of half of it was done. Now let us see how to frame questions to fit an answer. To frame questions, we need to understand the nature of the question gathered from the word or words printed in italics. For example, I met an old friend of mine this morning. Important note to keep in mind, students. If italicized words act as the subject in the statement, that is, they are the doer of the action, then we will use who. And if italicized words act as the object of the statement, then we will use whom. Rules to follow. After WH words, we will write down the helping verb. Sentence structure of interrogative sentence. What, when, where, who, plus helping verb, plus subject, plus verb, plus object, plus, and at the end we add a question mark. Example, I met an old friend of mine this morning. The phrase old friend of mine is acting as the object in the statement. So we will begin question with, yes students, we will begin the question with whom. Next we need helping verb. What will be the helping verb in the sentence? As the sentence is in the simple past tense, the helping verb will be did. Now we will write the subject. I will change into you. We will change verb met into meet because we have already used did in this statement. And now we will write down the rest of the sentence. And in the end we will add question mark. So our answer will be, yes students, whom did you meet this morning? Reena is standing outside the class. Now we have to frame a question to which the answer is Reena. Reena is acting as the subject of the sentence. So what will we use? Yes students, we will use who. And our answer will be, who is standing outside the class? Students, let's have more clarity. When we are talking about time, it tells us when, place, where, reason, why, manner, how, number or frequency, how often or how many times, duration of time, how long, degree of quantity, how much or how far. We celebrate Republic Day on 26th January. Now here we have to frame a question to which the answer is 26th January. So our question would be, when do we celebrate Republic Day? He wanted a loan for constructing his house. Students, here we are given the reason. So our question would be, why did he want a loan? I stayed in Mumbai for over 2 months. Here we are talking about duration. So our question would be, how long did you stay in Mumbai? Illustrations. Let us have a look at the examples. John is writing a letter. Now we are talking about the object, students. So our question will begin with, what is John writing? She walks home from school. She acts as the, very good, she acts as the subject, students. So we'll begin the question with, who walks home from school? The children are sitting in the garden. Now we are talking about the place. Yes, where are the children sitting? Peter runs with his dog on Sundays. Students, we are talking about the time and we'll begin our question with when does Peter run with his dog? My rabbit has a cage in the garden. Students, here we are talking about the object. What does your rabbit have in the garden? They go to work by bus. How do they go to work? David likes cats because they are nice. Here we are giving the reason. So our question will begin with why does David like cats? Students, your homework for today is solve the exercises given to you in your SNAP homework. Thank you.